Hey, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, Mamba. How you doing, bro? Oh, man. So much to talk about. So many things have transpired in the past 12 hours. Unbelievable, right? People say where you're going to be 6 months from now. You don't know where you're going to be 6 hours from now, let alone 6 months from now. So finally, I got this Typhoon Eurofighter jet fighter to work. And the trick was the front rudders. See these rudders on the front? They work kind of in reverse. So if you want to go up, you got to pull down like that. You see? You got to pull down like that. And if you want to go down, you got to pull up with a thumbstick so you can go down. It's a bit reverse, and it feels kind of reverse, but that's because this is the brain of this front end of this Typhoon. And of course in the back it helps, but it's mainly this front part right here that was causing the problem. Here's what I was doing yesterday. I was doing this. You know what this was doing? This was causing the plane to stop because I wasn't getting that. I was decreasing the speed. Okay, I should have been doing this when I was lifting up, but I was doing this. So, but how was I supposed to know that? You know, I'm not a professional Air Force pilot that actually flown this Typhoon jet fighter, right? And they should have put some tutorials. One of the cool things about Digital Combat Simulator, DCS, is the fact that Eagle Dynamics always has a tutorial, like a 1 hour tutorial, how to cold start your jet fighter, F-16 or F-18 Sea Hornet, F-14 Tomcat. That's a different company, but they have a tutorial on how to cold start a plane. And DCS, obviously, it's probably the most realistic jet fighter simulator that you can get, because all the pilots, the real Air Force pilots, they're all on DCS and they love DCS. That's because it really is the best and the most realistic jet fighters simulator that there is. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to do this. Also, I finally was able to expose this company. What's it called? Studio 71-51-121. It's a bogus company that's in various different countries in Europe. There's some of them here in the United States, but they're like mainly in Germany, Italy, the two countries I know from, Germany and Italy. And they've been doing this for a few years now. They've been going around and putting these false copyright claims. They'll be like me going around and just blocking everyone's videos, right? Removing everyone's videos for the goof. I don't know for what reason. I don't know. If you're like a sick, twisted person, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what their game plan is. I don't know. Maybe to get back at somebody whom they don't like. Maybe they don't like me for whatever reasons. Not that I give a shit. But I was more than happy to expose them. I was like, hey guys, if you want to do this, I'll be more than happy to call my friend at the FBI, at the Federal Bureau. I was gonna visit him today. Go to the to his office and, hey, you want to look this up? You want to check these guys out? Oh, guess what? Once I said that to them, oh, let's not bluff. This guy, if this guy is smart enough, it's smart enough. Let me repeat this one more time. If this guy, it's smart enough to figure you guys out and your bullshit, fraudulent ring that you're doing on the YouTube, imagine what kind of stuff I can bring to the FBI and Federal Bureau to shut you guys down for good. Guess what happened? Oh, they reinstated immediately. Oh, your video is up. Don't worry, please. Please, don't do that. No. Dumb idiots, man. I can't believe how many idiots there are out there on this world, man. But YouTube should also be held responsible for this stuff too. YouTube, it's protected by this law. There's this law that protects YouTube, where they like to stay in the middle because there's such a huge juggernaut of a company, corporation around the world. The entire world, it's on YouTube. I understand that. Okay, you got 8 billion, well, not 8 billion people, but you got, let's say, 3.5 billion people on YouTube. That's a lot of people, right? And they don't want to deal with all of this stuff. It's impossible for them to deal with all of these claims and everything. But they should have put some kind of like protection system in place. Okay? They should have at least created these automated bots better. So these automated bots can look and see and pinpoint if there is any kind of a infringement. You know, they could have invested more money into much better software and a program to handle this. But the fact that YouTube doesn't have any way to protect you, basically any jackass out there, any yayo, any twat on this planet who doesn't like you can actually go around, create some bogus shit company and start just flagging your videos and removing your videos and making it a living hell for you as a content creator. Truly, it's not a good platform for a content creator. It really is not a good platform for a content creator that you have to deal with this BS and you're not being protected. And number two, YouTube also doesn't have any royalty free music. They don't have any royalty free content out there to protect you as well. Let's say, for example, you want to play a video game and you're not making any money off of it, and there's a radio playing in the background. Your video still can be blocked because that artist chooses not to honor the fair use. So you still have to go through bullshit problems. And the YouTube cannot pay a royalty fee for the music for people who just want to, have a good time and just live stream. There's a lot of things I can talk about YouTube that are just wrong. And they're really not looking out for a content creator. Not to mention the fact that they're censoring people. That's a whole other issue. I don't want to get into politics of that. That's a whole other mountain for me to climb to expose that bullshit. Them censoring people based on what their views are, based on how they feel, which violates the First Amendment right. Okay, but that's a whole other issue. And then, on top of that, YouTube, it's also using an algorithm. An algorithm. What is the algorithm? Well, here, let me explain this to people who, not for you guys who are professionals who know this, but for individuals who are like trying to understand. All right, for example, what's the good? Oh, let me see. All right, this is the highest recommended mountain where everybody can see you on top of that peak. So everybody can see you virtue signaling. Everybody can see your videos. And you're on that top of that mountain, right? And that's the highest algorithm, right? And only certain videos they choose. They cherry pick. Because they're a big tech company. They cherry pick. Go figure. That's what you're going to see being recommended on that highest peak mountain. Now, let's say a guy like me or a guy like you, and you really put a lot of effort to make an honest, great, awesome video. It doesn't matter how awesome your video is. It doesn't matter what kind of quality it is. It doesn't matter that it's the best video that most people would enjoy, if they put you at the bottom pit, below that algorithm, like a graveyard, I call it the graveyard pit. If they put you down below on that graveyard pit, that's where I'm at. That's why I'm only getting like 12 people watching this. All right? Because this live stream will not be recommended because they don't want me to be on that highest peak of a mountain. So they put you way down on that graveyard, right? So you're way down at the bottom of the graveyard, so no one can find you. They don't even know you exist. There's tons of videos out there, tons of content creators out there. You don't even know they exist. How do you find out? Well, you have to find out from somebody, from a social media, from someone, friend of who knows that person, and then you go and you find them, and then you spread the word, right? So that's in a nutshell what's going on with the YouTube. And it's really, I don't even know how I made it this far. 8 years. Quite honestly. I don't even know how I made it this far. 8 years with YouTube and all the bullshit. And I work 2 jobs and I do this. Tonight I gotta work. Tomorrow morning I gotta work. I barely sleep, bro. I barely fucking sleep. But I still do this. I still come here. I do this for you guys. Okay? And I do it because I like doing it. I'm not doing it because I have to do it. I'm not doing it because somebody has a gun to my head, says I'll pull the trigger if you don't do it. I do it because I want to do it. But it's really difficult for people whose main income is this, for individuals whose main income is this, working on a YouTube platform. It is really, really slippery slope. It is really tough. It is really tough. Because the YouTube has set it up so difficult that you're almost set up to fail. If you're not sponsored, let's say to your eyeballs, and these sponsors are the investors that invest into Google stock. And then Google says, well, come on right in. You are sponsored by our investors? Well, let us put you on the top recommended spot. Let us put you there. And you'll see how quickly you're going to get 500,000 views in just one day. Less than 24 hours. But listen, I can go on and on. I can do this all day long. I can talk about this crap. You guys already know this. I'm just kind of rehashing this for people who don't understand how this works, you know. But anyway, I'm sure you guys know. What's up, Christopher Miller? How you doing? I do it because I love doing it. You know, people ask me, why do you do this? What are you, some kind of a YouTube junkie? Like, what's the deal? You don't have to do it. And quite honestly, I don't have to do it. Honestly, guys, I'm okay. I'm okay with my other 2 jobs. And I don't talk about my private life, but with my other 2 jobs, I'm okay. Really, I'm okay. I'm okay. But I do it because I love doing it. But at the same time, like I said yesterday, I have my limits. I want people to understand this channel has rules. You know, I have rules on this channel. And I don't need my moderator to tell me that I'm some kind of a bad guy. And yet I gave him the wrench. I did all kinds of stuff for this guy. I'm not going to mention his name. But then he's calling me a bad guy, telling me. I don't need someone on my channel to tell me I'm a bad guy. Yet I made you the moderator. I gave you the wrench. And you failed me as a moderator. Means you don't need to have that badge. You don't need to have that wrench. If you fail at your job, and I hate to use the word job, but it is something. It's a responsibility. You have that blue wrench for a reason. And if you fail as a moderator, and then you calling me a bad guy because you fail as a moderator and I take the wrench from you, and you start saying all this bullshit, me calling you a cunt and all of this other crap, dude, I don't have time to deal with you. I'm done with you, man. You can take that crap somewhere else. Tell it to your wife, to your girlfriend, to whoever. But not to me, man. To me, you should be glad that I even let you have that blue wrench. To me, you should be glad that I even let you be on my channel. Because it is my channel. It is my rule. And people need to remember this. I like having good time. I like being here. But at the same time, I'm not here to put up people calling me names. I'm not here to put up dealing with people's bullshit, accusing me of something that's not true. I'm not here for that. That's how you get yourself blocked. You know, what you should have said is, Mr. 4K, you're right. I barely can help you. I'm never here. I'm working. I'm busy. So what's the point of me having this blue wrench? I understand. People gotta work. They can't be sitting 24/7. But then, why would you get butthurt if I take that blue wrench from you, and then you calling me names because I took that blue wrench? Why? You clearly failed. You failed to be a moderator, and I'm taking that wrench from you, and then you start saying I am disrespecting you? Really? I don't need that crap, man. You know. So anyway, I want to make that clear. I'm not going to mention names here. If you know who he is, good for you. If you don't, that's fine. But I'm not going to mention any names. All I'm trying to say is for everybody, even for my current moderators, for everyone here, I like having good time, but I don't need you to chastise me. I don't need you to tell me what I should do on my channel. I don't need people to tell me that. You can give me some recommendations, but I don't need you to accuse me. You know. And that's it. That's all I have to say, you know. Now let's go take off this plane, shall we? I had to mention this because if I don't mention it, people are going to start saying, well, what happened yesterday, blah, 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 blah. You know, people ask me about the other guy. What happened to the other guy? Listen, I don't want to repeat myself. He knows why he's blocked. I don't need to explain that to him. I wish him all the best. I hope he gets better. I hope he looks at the life positive, you know. And that's all I can say. Just wish you all the best. Wish you all the best, man. But your negativity, it's infecting my channel, you know. And I don't want that, man. That kind of negativity. I don't want negativity here, all right? I know there's the bad things out there in the world, and I don't want to be reminded here on my channel about that. Okay, if I want to deal with the bad things in the world, I would have joined the army. I would have joined the FBI. I would have joined the homicide division as a detective. I would have been in law enforcement, taking care of that and dealing with that and seeing all the bad things happening, the shootings, the stabbings, all of that craziness. But I don't want to know about that stuff. New York City is a big city. Okay, 10 million people. Yes, there's going to be a shooting happening every half an hour, every 15 minutes. There's going to be something happening, whether it's the Washington Heights, whether it's the Brooklyn, Harlem, you fucking name it, Queens, Los Angeles, the same thing, East LA, South LA, shit happens. It's the big city, there's crimes, there's gangs, there's all kinds of shit happening. There's drug dealers, and there's plain and simple crazy people. But I don't want to know about that stuff. And I'm not gonna say who this guy is. You don't have to write his name on there. I don't want to. I already spoke about this yesterday, but I'm just simply saying for people out there, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in negativity. I don't need you to tell me about life. I'm 41 years old. I went through one war in Bosnia. I've been around to Europe. I've been around North America. I've been to other places. I know what the real life is, and I know what's going on out there, and I don't want to be reminded of that. Okay? I want some positivity here. I want people to come here and have a good time. We can joke around. We can talk about the tech. We can get our mind off of everyday bullshit that we have to deal with. That's what I'm trying to do here. That's my whole purpose of this channel. All right, so exactly, Christopher. Yeah, no time for that. Exactly, Mamba. You know, I don't know why. You know, and then he wonders why he's negative. Because because you're watching negative stuff every day, and you think everything is negative. You think as soon as you step outside your door, someone's going to shot you, someone's going to kill you. You think as soon as you drive your car, you're going to hit by a big semi truck. You think as soon as you walk inside the elevator, you're going to get stuck in the elevator and no one's going to get you. Because you're watching everything negative, and now your mind is clouded with negativity, and you're always going to be now negative and depressed because you think everything is negative. Everything is depressing. Mind is very fragile. If you don't know how to take care of this, oh brother, you're in a world of trouble. Thank you, Weird Ninja. Thank you, Mamba. Guys, let's go take this Typhoon into a positive energy. Let's do this. All right. So the mistake I was making yesterday, obviously, was that I was pulling the flaps down, and that's why the airplane couldn't take out. So this is reversible. I have to pull the flaps up to go down, and then down to go up. It's weird to explain, but you'll see what I mean. Here we go. Let's start. And another trick: don't pull the yoke. Don't pull it. Don't pull the controller. Just let him take off. See? There it is. Just like that. But you have to do it. You have to do it like this. You have to pull down, because the flaps has to go down. If you go up like this, then you're gonna stall. See? So it has to go up like that. Let me do this really quick. And this thing is really fast. It goes to a very high altitude. Now I'm gonna slow it down a little bit because I don't want to go too fast. But there's Las Vegas. Look how far in the altitude I have gone. Yeah, the McCarran Airport. It's right over. It's right here. There it is, and you can see it from a hotel. Honestly, like when you go to like Imperial Palace, which is right next to Caesar Palace, like you can clearly on the balcony. When you go out the balcony, you can clearly see the McCarran Airport. And a Henderson just around here somewhere. I've been to Vegas so many times, man. I can go there. I can go to Las Vegas blindfolded, and I can tell you where everything is. So now we can enjoy a much smoother ride, you know, to a higher altitude. So this was the whole thing right here. These flaps right here. You see, when you pull up, when you pull down on the controller, they go up. They go up. When you pull down, you go descent. So when you pull up, you descend. But when you pull down, you go up. It's reverse. It's a strange aerodynamic that they have implemented here on this airplane. So let's go climb the higher altitude. Let's go. Let's go with a higher altitude. Let's go a little bit higher up. I'll give you guys a better. You probably can see the Area 51 from here. But we're gonna go higher, higher, and higher. Here we go. 48,000 feet. That's the altitude. 48,000 feet, which, in my opinion, it's pretty darn good. There we go. And now we can just smooth riding. Again, I just want to point out that this airplane, it's very tricky. I'm not a fan of this airplane. I prefer F-16. I prefer F-18, Sea Hornet, or even F-15. Any of those. F-16, F-15, F-18. F-14 is too heavy to navigate, man. That's a big, heavy airplane. But F-16, F-15, and F-18, those are my three favorites. But let's be honest, F-16 has to be the best of them all. It's so reliable, it's great for maneuvering. It is. Now, can I maneuver stuff? Yes, but I gotta be careful. Yes, I can do all kinds of stuff, but I have to be very, very careful on how I do this. Because remember, we're talking about Typhoon here. It's different than what you normally would have with the F-16. And it took me a while to figure this out, man. Guys, it took me a while. I had to go do some research and check other videos and other pilots, and they explained to me some of the stuff. Now, you do have some options here. You can use the map. These are very accessible consoles here. You can adjust the map to see where you're going. So this is accessible. Some of the features here are accessible and you can use it. So it's not just like a plain and simple airplane. Obviously, it's not DCS. I'm pretty sure Eagle Dynamics would have done a better job, but it's still good. I have yet to try this out on a virtual reality, which is something I might try it. No, they don't actually, but I heard they will. Currently they don't, but I heard they will in the future. They do have Italian MB399, which I'm going to showcase in a minute. They do have MB399. It's a more smooth ride, and it's more user-friendly. It's a jet fighter, but it's a different type of jet fighter. They do have that, and I might showcase that in a minute. They do have some mods that you can implement, but I wouldn't really recommend using mods. These mods only gonna screw up your Flight Simulator 2020. That's the tricky thing about using mods for Resident Evil, going to our Nexus mods or whatever, is that you're patching these files that are not authorized. And whenever you patch a file that it's not authorized, that it's overwriting the original file, you got to remember that's gonna cause some problems with loading. That's gonna cause some problems with overall stability of the game. So I don't know if I would do that. I know a lot of people are using these mods, but do it at your own risk, basically. That's what I would say. Thank you, Jacob. It took me a while. It was a learning curve, but I was able to do it. And it's a very tricky airplane. It took me a while to figure out this front end is the key, and it's reversed. That was something that really took me a while. Is it good for maneuvering? Yeah, I guess. But then again, You have to be careful not to stall, because you can easily stall if you are using it the opposite way. And I know this is going to be confusing for people. Like, well, what do you mean it's reversed? It's like, if you want to go up, you can pull down on the controller. If you want to go up, you got to pull up on the controller, which means going down normally. But in this case, the flaps go up. So for you to climb that vertical line, you got to do it. You have to do it reversed. And see what I'm doing here? Right here, this part right here, it's letting all that air come in and levitate the airplane to stay on that balance. Now, if I go down, if I do this, then I'm dropping, and I'm gonna stall. I'm dropping, you see? I'm dropping. That's if you wanna descend. And then I'll do the same thing, so I don't stall. Right here, you'll see in a minute. Now I'm gonna pull it up. Not by pressing down, but by pressing down. You're pulling up by pressing down, basically. And you're going down by pulling up. It's really weird. Guys, let me tell you. You will understand this. You will understand this once you get used to your controller. Once you get used to the thumbstick and all that. It's something that I know I'm butchering, trying to explain the aerodynamics of this. It's something you have to feel it to understand what I mean. It's reversed. You know, it's opposite. To go up, you got to pull down. To go down, you got to pull up. So it's reverse, and it's really weird. But I'm gonna go a little bit. I'm gonna descend. I'm gonna descend a little bit because I wanna go through these clouds with you guys. See how fast it is. Oh, absolutely. I played this in VR, not with this jet fighter, but I played Flight Simulator in VR, and it's truly amazing experience. I'm gonna descend a little bit more because I want you guys to see the clouds as we're descending. This airplane, it's very sensitive, and I do mean very sensitive. You guys gonna realize that. People ask me, have I tried landing this airplane? No, not yet. And I don't know if I'm going to be successful, to be honest with you. Let's descend some more. I'm going to turn off my two jets, my engine, and I'm going to descend. But I'm going to make it more difficult for me. Where's the weather? There's scattered clouds. I'm going to make this a little bit more difficult. Hold on. Hold on. I want this to be a more interesting experience. I'm already at the Grand Canyon. Look at that. I'm already at the Grand Canyon. This is real. One cool thing about this game is that you are free to fly these airplanes all around the world in real time, right? There's the Grand Canyon down there below. You can see it. I'm going to descend a little bit more. I don't think I have a parachute, Christopher. That's the problem. All right, let's descend. I want to descend before I speed this up. Look at that. But you know what? My friend Cameron D was right. They should have put some tutorial. Don't you think that would have been nice? If you're going to pay $20 for something, the least they could have done is give you a tutorial. Like some kind of tutorial to explain to you how to fly this plane, you know? Like they do on a DCS. Like DCS has all the tutorials to walk you through it. Like Eagle Dynamics, they do a fantastic job with the F-16. Like you can really get that F-16 to work perfectly. You heard this term from the Air Force called cold start, like how to cold start the airplane. And they teach you Eagle Dynamics. You have to watch it hour and a half. It's an hour and a half video to cold start, to go through all the checklists, to cold start that airplane. And really, you can use it as a tool if you're somebody who's gonna go as an Air Force cadet. I'm telling you, you're gonna benefit from DCS. Even the real pilots, Air Force pilots, whom I know, from Cape Canaveral. There's the Air Force over there next to Kennedy Space Center. They told me, actually, they wish that they had DCS back then. They said you don't know how much it would have helped them on a simulation before they go to MB 399 to fly, and then to the F-16. You don't get to fly F-16 right away. You have to go through MB 399, which I'm going to show it to you in a minute. It's the Italian airplane that was used back in late 1970s and early 80s, and then they discontinue it, and now they're using it as a practice for the Air Force cadets. You have to start with basics, and as a jet airplane, the best one to go with it's MB 399, which I'm going to showcase to you guys in a minute. But you guys who have tried DCS, you probably know what I'm talking about. You know that the Eagle Dynamics works with the Air Force, and they have to get the license from Lockheed Martin to get all the accurate detail inside that airplane. Flight simulator, it's really always been for everybody, for everyone to use, like an arcade style simulator. DCS, it's really the real deal. That's why you pay $80 for an airplane, because that's the blueprint. You paying for a blueprint from Lockheed Martin, that cost money. That's accurate. Just remember that you're paying $80 for a blueprint, and that's the cheapest way to get into a home simulator. I'm not talking about what the Air Force has in the for the cadets in the Air Force base, but like for home use, that's a pretty good deal, if you ask me. All right, let's adjust the speed. Let's go a little bit faster. Look at this. Boy, we're smooth sailing right now. We're smooth sailing. Look at that Grand Canyon down there. Let's do this. I want to do something dangerous. I'm going to do something dangerous right now. Don't do this at home. Don't do it. Don't do this, please. Even maybe Tom Cruise. Maybe Tom Cruise will do it. You know, guy's fearless. He has no fear. He'll probably do it. Listen, I always said, by the way, I owe an apology to Microsoft. You see, I can apologize. I owe an apology to Microsoft because I was wrong. There was nothing wrong with this game. It's just I'm disappointed that developer of this airplane didn't put some kind of directions, some kind of tutorial. But this is not a Microsoft fault. Just like the video my live stream that was blocked was by Studio 71. It had nothing to do with Microsoft. So this has nothing to do with Microsoft. That was my bad. I should have known better. I should have done better research. You see, guys, this is why the facts are important, man. Let me tell you, I've learned this lesson yesterday, and I have learned it well, to keep my mouth shut till I actually get the facts. And that's my mistake yesterday. It was a knee-jerk reaction, blaming Microsoft, and Microsoft has nothing to do with this. That's because I had this stupid ass, egoistic, knee-jerk reaction. Oh, they probably don't want me to... Why wouldn't they want me to say, hey, the game's not working properly or the DLC's not working properly? Why would Microsoft want to deny that? But my alpha brain, egoistic mindset already went to that offensive. Oh, they're purposely doing this. It's Microsoft. Screw you, Microsoft. So my apologies to Microsoft. It wasn't their fault. It was the developer who should have put some kind of tutorial or directions. And also, Microsoft didn't take down my video. It was this bogus fake company from Germany and Italy called Studio 71 that falsely flagged my live stream because they didn't like it for whatever reasons. Something, maybe just my existence offended them. I don't know. I could care less, honestly. They're exposed. But I just want to get that right out there, that it was not Microsoft who did this. And we're gonna crash! Oh! Oh! I have landed. This is the smoothest landing. My God. This has to be the smoothest landing in the history. Look at this. This has got to be the smoothest landing in the history of mankind. Of mankind. This has to be the smoothest landing. Now, let me show you this other airplane. MB399, which is an airplane that majority of Air Force cadets use to train. They're not going to put you in the F-16 right away. Come on, man. You can't expect them to put you in the F-18 right away, unless you're a Hollywood movie star like Tom Cruise. That's a different story. But as a cadet, you're not going to be flying that F-16 first. So let me show you what you're going to be flying. Let me go over here. Let's go to the main menu. Let me show you. So remember, guys, you got to do your research, man. You got to put the facts together before you actually go out there and doing this, you know. And I feel bad, you know. I take it back what I said to Microsoft, you know. I apologize to Microsoft, and I'll say it again. My apologies, Microsoft and Phil Spencer. I have no problem apologizing because it was my bad. You know, I had no evidence. I was assuming, which is the worst thing you can do, especially in a court of law. It's never gonna fly. The worst thing you can do, it's hearsay. Hearsay. That's why the judges, they don't like hearing hearsay. Like, they dismiss that shit right away. You got to bring the evidence, the facts. Facts. F-A-C-T-S. Facts. This is the most important part, is the facts. You got to bring the facts to the table. That's the only thing that will fly. And yesterday, I just had this stupid knee-jerk reaction. So ignore, you know what? That video, you can hit a dislike because I was wrong. I don't mind. I hope people hit a dislike because I actually urge you to hit a dislike because I want people to understand that I made a mistake. Let me show you this other airplane because Microsoft had nothing to do with what happened yesterday to my video. They had nothing to do with any of this. Okay? So I just want to clarify that. The last thing I want to do is put some bullshit misinformation out there and people start saying, you see what Microsoft is doing, Microsoft this, Microsoft that, and I don't want to be that guy. Because then Xbox and Phil Spencer will hate me even more. They're truly going to hate me because they're going to see, okay, this guy is misinforming. What the hell? What's wrong with this guy? So just ignore, hit the dislike on that video. The one where I said, shame on you, Microsoft. I'm not going to delete that video. I'm going to leave that video because it could be a video of shame. And maybe I should pin a comment on there. Leave a comment and say that I was wrong and all that. And so that way people can just hit a dislike and put that video to shame. Because it was not Microsoft. Microsoft had nothing to do with it. I just want to clarify that. Alright, so we're going to go with this airplane. MB, where is it? Let's go to the jets. This one right here. MB339A. And there's also 339 Pan. So we're going to go ahead, select this. This airplane basically, it's, here, I'll show it to you. Just give me a second. This is what you start with. From what I understand, from what the pilots told me, you start with this. As an Air Force cadet, this is the first airplane you're going to fly. You'll see in a minute. It's just loading right now. There it is. So this is the first thing you're going to fly. It was Italian, part of the Italian Air Force. They used that in Italian Air Force back in the days. And now it's discontinued. Now it's just used for the training for the cadets to start off with something basic. And this is like something basic they can start with. There's a Viso over here, and then there's a pilot Viso and a pilot. Viso takes care of the communication and everything else, the radar system, and then this is the pilot. So this is what I understand. I'm not a Air Force pilot. I'm just telling you what the Air Force pilot friends told me. This is what they told me. And then you move after you move up to your ranks. Then you go with the F-16, and then you start flying the F-16. But even then, you're not gonna fly the F-16 by yourself. You're still gonna have somebody there in the back seat, you know. So there's different variations of the F-16. There's a Falcon. So, you know, that's another thing I didn't know. You know, there's different variations of the F-16. There's the latest F-16. There's the 1990s F-16, and there's a 2000 F-16. All of this I have learned from the Air Force pilots, because they keep up to date with this stuff. They have to keep up with all of this because they're the Air Force pilots. They have to. But so they tell me this. They tell me all this stuff. And I'm telling you what they told me. All right, so let's go. What's up, Big Smoke? Do I like the racing sims like Assetto Corsa? As a matter of fact, not too long ago, last week, I was driving Assetto Corsa on VR and also on the monitor as well. And it's good. I love it. I love Competizione. I was actually driving Assetto Corsa Competizione. I have Assetto Corsa Competizione, and I think it's as close as you're gonna get to iRacing. But let's be honest, iRacing is the most accurate racing there is. It's the best way for you to truly get that feel of how certain cars feel and how they run, especially a stock car. But you have to have a good set of equipment, good set of wheels. You have to calibrate those wheels properly. I mean, like your controller wheels. Possibly direct drive. If you have a direct drive, that's the best way to go, but it's the most expensive. So yeah, man, I'm a simulator buff. I use everything from DCS, iRacing, Assetto Corsa, and then of course I also use the arcade racing like Forza Motorsport, Gran Turismo, X-Plane 11. I have X-Plane 11. I've been using X-Plane 11, but now that I have this flight simulator, I don't feel the need that I have to use the X-Plane 11, you know. Let me show you how this looks inside. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take off. Where do you guys want to go? Which Air Force base? How about this one? Let's go to this one. The one that the one where my friends are. Hold on. How about this? Let's go here. Let's go Scattered Clouds. Like that. Here we go. Then go to the world map. Where is the Air Force base? There we go. Patrick Air Force Base, right here. Right next to Cape Canaveral, man. It's like, dude, it's right there. Like, honestly, like, this is the perfect spot for you to see the Cape Canaveral a space rocket go up and down. It's perfect. So set as departure. Right here. Set as departure. And let's go. I'm very curious to see how this Flight Simulator 2020 will look on the Xbox Series X. You know, if there's a one reason, quite honestly, one reason besides Halo Infinite and Forza Motorsport 8, and of course Forza Horizon 5, I really, man, I'm curious, and I hope that maybe I can get one this summer. I really hope that I can get one this summer, and this scalper crap will end. Seriously, this scalper's crap, it's so annoying. I really want to get Xbox Series X because of this game, Flight Simulator. So I can connect it to my C10 48-inch OLED or my QLED Q8FN or my E8 OLED 55-inch. I really want to see how it runs and how it looks with HDR, with the HDMI 2.1 ultra high speed. I want to use that low latency mode called instant game response mode through ultra high speed HDMI Belkin cable. I want to do all these tests. People ask me, what's going on with your channel, man? We want to see a bunch of tests. You got all these televisions. We want to see you test Xbox Series X. We want to see you test PlayStation 5. Guys, I want to do it. I want to do it. I've been wanting to do it since September. I've been trying to get my hands on these consoles. And just, there's no luck. But I cannot buy it from a scalper. I cannot give money to the scalpers. It's my principle. Okay, that's the one principle I have to stay by with, is because if I buy Xbox Series X and a PlayStation 5 from a scalper bot, then I'm supporting scalpers, that I'm a scumbag, that I'm no good. And I can't do that. I can't do that. Now, if Microsoft or Sony or somebody would send me the Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5 to test, to go through all these tests, to do live streams, to do a bunch of videos, to go in depth with the console, I would be more than happy to do it for a couple of weeks. You know, if somebody would let me rent it for a couple of weeks, I'd be more than happy to do it. But right now, man, I've been trying and trying and trying, and it's just an impossible task to get my hands on these two consoles. What's up, Cameron? How you doing, bro? Welcome. Let me put this up here. How was your day today, Cameron, man? How's everything going? Actually, I just mentioned Cameron D earlier. Me and him, we talked about this. Like, it would have been so great if developer of that Typhoon Eurofighter jet fighter, if they put a tutorial or some kind of tutorial, written tutorial directions on how to use this airplane, how to fly that airplane Typhoon, I think it would have been so much better. Yesterday I wouldn't have any problems if there was a tutorial. I would be able to get that thing flying yesterday. It'd be no issues, no problems. But it was really a shame that how are you supposed to know, right? That the flaps are reversed, you know, that they are reversed and they operate differently because they're using a different aerodynamics to do so. But anyway, so much happened yesterday. So much happened in 12 hours. I can't believe it. Since yesterday till right now, 12 hours, less than 24 hours, so much has happened. It was unbelievable. I heard -30, right? I heard in Fargo in Minnesota is going to be minus 50. Minus 50 in Minnesota. Can you believe that? Minus 50 in Minnesota. This is Patrick Air Force Base, Central Florida, Cape Canaveral, Cocoa Beach. Not far from Cocoa Beach. Yeah, Cameron D. There should have been something like that. I agree. Now, this MB339, it's something that the Air Force uses for cadets. You know, Air Force cadets. So they can start with the basics. And it's a pretty good plane to start with the basics. If you're going to do it with something basic like this. They're not going to put you on the F-16 right away. They also have to test you with the 0 Gs. They have to spin you on that thing, what you call it, to test how well you operate under high speeds. You know. Some people pass out. Actually, a bunch of pilots told me it happens. They pass out for maybe 3 seconds, and they come back, depending how fast they're going with especially F-22 Lightning. If you make that spin with the F-22, you're gonna pass out because all the blood goes up in your brain, and you faint for 3 seconds. It's like go to sleep for 3 seconds, come back. It's nothing dangerous, because you're at a high altitude, because you wake up right away, you come back down and it's okay. Because you always have somebody in your ears saying something to you. Guys, being a pilot, I spoke to my friends who are at the Patrick Air Force Base and Cape Canaveral out there. Not everyone can be a pilot, guys. And this is true. A lot of people think, oh, I can be a pilot. It's not a big deal. The breathing. Do you know how important the breathing is? If you're somebody if you have asthma, you will never become a pilot. If you're somebody who has anxiety and panic attacks, you will never become a pilot. Not even a Viso. They can't take that chance. They can't take that risk. Means you're going to fail the medical and the physical. They do have a boot camp. They have boot camp and all that shit. But not everyone can be a pilot. And now imagine how difficult it is to become an astronaut, to do a spacewalk. Now think about that. The kind of pressure it takes for you to go up to the space in our outer atmosphere, to go up there. And let's do landing here. Let's see if I can land. Let's see if I can land properly here. Let's just. Oh yeah, Cameron. I had a chance to go on that, but I didn't clear out with the medical. They said that my blood pressure was too high, and I couldn't go in there. No, really, I couldn't clear out. Even as somebody sitting in the back seat, they wouldn't let me. So I couldn't do it. I failed. But looks like Hugh Jackman passed the test. Good for you, Hugh Jackman. But he's athletic. Listen, Hugh Jackman is a beast. The guy is athletic, and he's very healthy. He's in great shape, and he doesn't have any problems. not that I know of. So it was easy for him to get cleared out, even for F-16. You know. Let's see. Oh! Oh! Good job. Good job, Mr. 4K. No! No, no, no! Mr. 4K. Don't screw it up, Mr. 4K. Don't screw it up. Oh, Lord. It wasn't smooth, but it was okay. All right, let's take off again. Let's take off again. All right, let's go. One of these days, I gotta do F-16 with the DCS. That's what I have to do. F-16 with the DCS. That should be a lot of fun. Hold on, hold on. I'm doing it wrong. 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 Wrong. Hold on. I think I've broken something here. Hold on. Hold on. No! Come on, come on! Get up, get up! Get up, get up, get up! Woo! I think I broke the wheel, dude. Or one of my flaps. Let me see. Something I broke here. Let me take you guys to the clouds. Let's go up to the clouds. Let's have some fun. Let's do some therapeutic meditation here. Here we go. Some therapeutic session. Going to the clouds. It was pretty big actually. For the Typhoon was about 400 megabytes, and for this one was about 800 megabytes. So it was like a half a gigabyte, and one was 1 gigabyte, so still pretty big. Yeah, I think it was this one was 800 megabytes, and the Typhoon was about 500. I'm sorry, I think 560. It was 560, I think. And this looks really nice. Oh, this is awesome, dude. Especially when you're flying with the MB339, going through the clouds. It's such a nice journey. It really is. But I'm very curious to see what Xbox Series X is going to be able to achieve with this game. So yeah, this is pretty much it. This is what the pilots are using as a entry level for them to learn how to fly a jet. It's pretty cool. It's Italian airplane, jet fighter. It's discontinued. They're just using it for practice and some aerobic stuff, you know, in the air, like an air show, from what I understand. Oh, definitely. Maybe I can turn up the sound a little bit. Here. Maybe we can do it like this. Hold on. There we go. I think this will make it even more therapeutic. Like this. Or maybe like this. Hold on. There we go. That'll do it. We'll do a little bit of Top Gun shit.
124.1539er. Miami Center 54539er, 9,500 feet.
Where's the Top Gun music? Come on. Yeah, we cannot play a Top Gun music, man. Forget it. YouTube will never allow that. YouTube will never agree with that. I think they will be, Cameron, but it's not going to be a native 4K. See, that's the thing people got to remember. It's going to be some kind of a dynamic resolution, 1440p, set to the ultra settings with ray tracing and high dynamic range. Why? So that way they can reach that 60 FPS performance with beautiful graphics. And that's what they're going to go for. That's looking at it from a technical... Honestly, Cameron, looking at it from a technical aspect. Okay? Because even today's PCs, even with 2080 Ti, you're having a difficult time hitting native 4K at the high-end settings. You get maybe 40 frames per second. And then 3080, you get 50 frames per second on the high-end settings. And then on the Ultra, you get like a 43 frames per second on the native 4K Ultra. And these are very expensive graphics cards with a lot of memory RAM and CUDA cores. So from a technical point of view, they're going to have to use some kind of checkerboarding, dynamic resolution. That's why I'm so upset with Sony. The Sony put that 8K, you know, that bullshit, excuse my language, that 8K logo on the PlayStation 5 box, right? The first thing you see when you, well, you showed it to me, Cameron. The first thing you see on that big white box, it's 8K icon, and then you see 4K HDR, tiny little letters, and it's not an 8K machine. It's misleading. I don't like the Sony's doing that. It's very misleading. It's not an 8K machine. They need to stop doing that. I wish the Sony would stop that. It's not an 8K machine. Lord Gaming Man, thank you, sir. Welcome back. How you doing, Brendan? Always a pleasure to see you here. How's everything? I know it's cold. I know it's pretty cold out there, bro. Cheers for Lord Gaming. That's Brendan. Everybody, my brother Brendan. You guys know him. Some of you know him. Brendan. I know it's pretty cold out there in Chicago. Dude, it's like minus 30, right? Minus 30 or minus 23, something like that. It's like, I don't know how. Listen, it hits 40 degrees here. I'm freezing my ass off. Imagine 23 below zero or 30 below zero. 30 below zero. You can forget me about that, man. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready with that, bro. You can forget me with that. You might as well just kill me. Just put me out of my misery. It would be a best choice. This is the worst winter I have ever seen. Like, even in Miami. Dude, it's so bad. It is so bad. It's like opening the fridge and you can feel it all the way from the kitchen. Even in Miami, you can feel it. It's so freaking bad. Dude. That shows you how cold it is. You can even feel it in the tropics. That means that, man, this is some harsh winter we're dealing with, man. Oh, sorry to hear that, Brendan. Godspeed, fast recovery. We'll keep her in our prayers. And just stay positive. It's always important to stay positive. Times like these, you know, that's what I try to tell people. You know what I mean? And this is one of the reasons why I always tell people, man, like you got to think positive, man. You can't, like, thinking negative is not an option. It shouldn't be an option for you. It shouldn't be an option for anybody, you know, because I mean, you know, this is what I tried to explain to the other guy, you know. But don't worry, man. Just stay strong. I'm pretty sure she's in good hands. These surgeons are, man, they're like top notch. I have so much respect for doctors and surgeons because they do, they have such a responsibility of a job. There's not enough money on this planet they can pay them for the responsibility that they have to go through. Seriously, I know they make a lot of money, as they should, but to be honest, there's not enough money on this planet that they can pay them for these surgeons as to what they have to endure. I remember when my father was going through colon cancer surgery and all that stuff, and they try to do the best they can with what they can, with what they have, depending what kind of stage of cancer you're dealing with. You know, if it's an early stage of a cancer, they can treat it. But if it's a stage 3 cancer, it's really difficult to treat that, especially when it comes to colon cancer. And colon cancer, believe it or not, it's the most common disease when it comes to cancer, people dying of cancer. I know the tumors out there, lung cancer from smoking, it's there as well. But another thing I want to say, you know, here we are, 2021. You'd think by now we would have found some way of treating these cancers, like, more efficiently, let alone find a cure, right? That's the one thing we never are able to ever get our hands on it to truly, I don't know, maybe there is a cure. Some people say there is a cure, but some people don't want that cure to be out there because there's a lot of money to be made. But my thing is, cancer doesn't care who you are, whether you're rich or poor or famous. Cancer doesn't care. Just like this COVID-19 doesn't care. So I don't think that's true. I honestly, genuinely believe that we don't know. We're just clueless. We don't know what to do with this disease, because there's so many different types of cancers, and they appear differently on every and each individual, and they come back differently as well. So it's just mind blowing that here we are, 2021, and we still, the best we can do, it's a chemotherapy. It's chemotherapy and exercise and try to eat right, like the best we can do. And chemotherapy has proven not to really, as much as it's trying to kill that, listen, as much as it's trying to kill that cancer, and it's also giving you another cancer, it's also affecting your other organs, it's also poisoning you. So it's like you're using a poison with poison, and you got to pay shitload of money for that shit too. It's such a shitty situation with the cancer. Yes, sir. The Nitro Power MB399. There it is. A beautiful airplane. We love it. We enjoy it. And we're having a good time with it. We're going to switch back to Typhoon briefly. We're going to get to a Typhoon in just a little bit. Let me turn up a sound a little bit so you guys can hear it better. Here we go. $250 knots. That's where I'm at right now. This is a swamp area, Everglades. Thank you, Lord Gaming. Thank you, Brendan. Don't worry, if I need you, bro, I'll definitely give you that badge. You know, right now I'm good with Cameron and Mamba. You know, Cameron and Mamba, they got it. Usually I'll talk to Cameron before I do a live stream, and I'll talk to Mamba on Twitter before I do a live stream. So they can be here. You know, what happened yesterday, it's something. What happened yesterday, I don't want that to happen ever again, honestly, because the last thing I want to do is be some kind of a burden to somebody. You know, the last thing I want to do is have people hate me and call me a bad guy, you know, and say this and say that about me when they know it's not true. I have shown nothing but respect to all of you guys. I've shown nothing but courtesy and love. And especially for this guy, I'm not going to mention his name. I even did a live stream the other day because of him. Deadly Premonition. I did long live streams because of him. And I always treated him with respect. But what he did yesterday was, it's something I cannot tolerate. You know, when you cross the line with me, that's it. You know, he got upset that I told him, come on, man, you got a blue wrench, you're not doing your damn job. I was upset. I was upset at him for the legitimate reasons. I was upset. Like, you failed as a moderator, man, all the time. We always have the same tune, you know. Every single time we have the same conversation, man. And I said, listen, I like you, but I got to take that wrench from you. I also took a wrench from Matthew Fritz because he is busy with family. He was being honest. He told me, hey, I cannot, listen, Jew Daddy, JD. He He says, I'm busy, man. Because he's a married guy. He's busy. He's got family. So he cannot sit here and moderate. And he was being honest with me. He says, I cannot do it, man. And I said, that's okay. Don't worry. I'll just take that wrench from you. And I'll just have Cameron and Mamba, because Cameron and Mamba, they can handle it. They can be here. With the other guy, and I don't want to mention his name. You guys know who he is. He got upset that I took the wrench from him because he failed. They're all here. People were coming in, mocking me, talking shit about me because I don't know how to fly a plane. You don't know how to turn the plane on. And they're talking about me. They're talking shit about me. And what does he do? Nothing. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't write down to say, hey guys, please. He's trying his best to figure this out. Please be nice. Don't be a douchebag. Okay? He didn't do anything. He didn't moderate. And then his excuse is, I'm working 15 hours. Okay, if you are working 15 hours, then you don't need that wrench. If you are busy, you shouldn't have that wrench. I don't need you as a moderator. Doesn't mean that I don't like you, but I don't need you as a moderator. And then you throw a hissy fist because I took that wrench from you. And then you start saying to me, well, why don't you take it from Cameron? Why don't you take it from Mamba? Because they do their job. Well, I don't want to call it a job, but they do what moderators supposed to do. Do you get it? D. Cameron does what moderator is supposed to do. Mamba does what moderator is supposed to do. If I am asked to be a moderator to, let's say, Cameron's channel, Cameron's playing video games. If he asks me to be a moderator, if Mamba asks me to be a moderator, guess what? I'm going to talk to him, and he's going to tell me, these are my rules. This is what I want you to do. And go and do this, and that. I would be a moderator. I would be there. Otherwise, I wouldn't tell him, hey, give me that wrench. I would say, if I can do something, listen. If I'm not able to moderate, I would clearly tell somebody, hey, man, don't ask me to be a moderator because I just don't have time, man. I'm busy. No, I'm good. But I'm just talking about what happened yesterday. And I don't want to see that same crap to happen, what happened yesterday. You know what I mean? I don't need that, man. I don't need someone calling me a bad guy. I spent $43 buying these airplanes for you guys. Trying to fly the plane and a Typhoon, which I'm going to fly in a minute again. And then he's calling me names. He's saying, oh, you disrespecting me. You're doing this. You're doing that. I said, how am I disrespecting you? I called the salty haters who came in, the trolls, I called the cunts. I never called you a cunt. Because if I wanted to call you a cunt, I could have done that easily and say, hey, you're a cunt, you're out of here. But I never did that. I have no problem saying to somebody, you're a cunt. I've done that millions of times. I called the trolls coming in, bunch of cunts. Okay? Like Jeremy H. and all these other assholes. But if you were listening, if you didn't have swabs in your ear, if you were paying attention as a moderator, which you should be doing as a moderator, if you were paying attention, you would have known exactly what the hell was happening. You come back 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, oh, what happened here? What happened here? I don't need you as a moderator. That's what happened here. You're not here. You're absent. What do you need that fucking blue wrench for, man? See, even right now I'm getting pissed off. Just talking about you, I'm getting pissed off right now. That's how much you pissed me off, bro. You disrespected me. You disrespected me. All this talk bullshit. Hey, E, big E. Oh, listen, don't big E me, man. You never met me in person. Please, don't do that. All right? But don't try to come here and start talking about me. I'm a bad guy. I'm a this, I'm that. No, dude. That's how you cancel the relationship. That's how you end. That's how you burn the bridges. Okay? And you only got yourself to blame for that, man. Just like Dirty Sprite and Joey and all these other guys. Listen. You only got yourself to blame. As far as the other guy, I'm not going to mention his name either. I told you why I had to do what I had to do. His negativity was driving me crazy. You know? I cannot listen to his negativity. I'm so sick and tired of everything. Life sucks and this and that and all right then. So what's the solution? What should we do? Should we lay down and die? What is your solution, bro? Lay down and die? Self-pity, lay down and die? That's weakness. That's not strength. That's some bullshit ass weakness. You know. But I don't want this stuff to happen yesterday. What happened yesterday, I don't want to see that again. You know. We had a great time on Saturday. Cameron, tell everybody here, please. Didn't we have a great time on Saturday night playing that quiz game, Family Feud? Didn't we have a great time playing a Family Feud? We did. All of us did. Playing a Family Feud. We all did. All of us had a great time. Every single one of us had a great time. Guess who didn't have a great time? Guess who didn't have a great time? Should I mention his name? I'm not going to mention his name. Because I'm not an asshole. Just like I didn't mention the other guy's name. But you probably know who he is. You know who both of them are. But I'm not going to mention their name because I'm not an asshole. I don't do that. I'm just disappointed. Really disappointed, man. I'm a bad guy. I tried nothing but to help you. Give you good advice. It's all documented. It's all there. I'm a bad guy. You know who's a bad guy? Somebody who's trying to rip you off. That's who's a bad guy. A person who wants you to pay him money to donate for him and then talk shit about you behind your back. That's who's a bad guy. People who try to use you. Shady people. That's who's a bad guy. I'm not your bad guy. Now, the reason this slows down like this is because we have to get that internet data to render all of this. All right, let's go and let's try and land this airplane. Hold on. Let's try and land this airplane. Successfully, hopefully. Hold on. We're gonna land it. Yeah, everyone had a fun, man. Even Roll Boyle came in, had a great time. Even Salty Crocodiles, even the haters came in and had a great time. Can you believe that? Even the haters who hate me had a great time. Can you believe that? Everyone had a great time. Except one person. One person. Telling me something that I already know. I have cell phone. I have internet. I know what's going on. I hear the news. I hear it. But I choose not to talk about it. Because it's negative. I'm not an idiot. Everybody here knows what's going on. But why should we talk about it? Some negative shit. Why? What benefit do we get from that? Talking about the negativity. There's so much negativity out there. It's bad as it is. So we should just discuss that all day long. And then he ignored me. He wouldn't even say hi to me. He came in yesterday Didn't even say, hey, chat, but didn't say nothing. Hey, Mr. 4K, how are you? Like as if I'm not even here. Like he's talking as if I'm not even here. Like, what's up with that, bro? Yeah, what's up with that? That's rude. You don't go to somebody's chat room. You can't even say fucking hello. And you know they're the ones running the channel. You can't even say fucking hello. Come on, man. Just very disappointed. Disappointed, man. That's what it is. And also makes me realize some people, they cannot be helped, guys. Some people out there, they're beyond help. And they cannot be helped. I'm telling you. Wow! I did it! Holy shit. I actually did it. Holy crap. I didn't expect this to happen. And look, I even parked it. How about that? Hey, this is good. I'm happy with this. All right, let me show you this other plane. I want to show you this other plane. Typhoon. We're going to lift off with a Typhoon. We're going to go to Canada. We're going to lift off Typhoon. You know, people think that I enjoy, you know, this is all the kind of bullshit that people say about me because they don't know me. They don't know me. They never met me in the real life. They haven't grew up with me. They don't know nothing. All they know it's what they hear, the sound bites, all this bullshit out there, and they start believing in all that crap when they hear that stuff about me, you know. I don't enjoy blocking people. I don't enjoy it. It doesn't give me a satisfaction. It doesn't give me an erection, and I definitely don't get off on it, okay? I don't like it. I don't like doing it. I don't like being put in that spot. But sometimes people ask for it. Some individuals, they ask for it, and they want me to be in that spot. And they only got themselves to blame. And I try to give them as many chances as possible to be clear to everybody. But it just doesn't seem to register. It just doesn't seem to register for some reason. Let's go to Quebec, Canada, Montreal. Let's go there. I've been to Montreal. When I used to go to SUNY Plattsburgh College, I used to go there all the time, dude. One of the reasons was, of course, having a great time. Chicks and, you know, drinking and smoking and all that stuff. All the good stuff. As you all know, upstate New York, it's right next to Canada. I mean, it's right there. Plattsburgh and Montreal, it's like 50 minutes. There you are. It's not that far. I think 45 minutes. Something like that. Oh, Montreal is your hometown. So you probably know Plattsburgh. Cameron, you probably know about SUNY Plattsburgh. You come on. It's like this. It's right there. You probably heard about it. All right, Lord Gaming, man. I'll give you it, man. That's fine. I'll give you that wrench. I know you've been here. You supported me, and so it's good to have you as a backup. If Cameron D or if Mamba cannot do it, I know you also talk with Mamba a lot, so maybe you can come in and help out. So, you know, it's good to have you three guys help out. You know, Mamba, Cameron, and Brendan. So there you go, man. Let's go to Canada. I think I'm getting sick, man. Like, my sinuses are killing me, though. Maybe I should go check myself again. Last time I checked myself, I was clear. Dude, that shit hurts, man. I think they fucked up my sinuses. I went for the test, you know, to check to see if I have COVID-19, you know. So they put the damn, this, whatever you call it, some kind of swab, whatever. Dude, it goes in right into your fucking eyeballs, and that shit hurts, man. Like, you feel so much pressure, like you want to cry. They couldn't find anything. You know, I was cleared out. So I think they fucked up my sinuses, man. The guy shoved it in so fucking hard, man. I was like, hey, dude, you trying to kill me? No, we have a lot of people waiting. I said, I know there's a lot of people waiting, but Jesus Christ. What, you want to kill me? He shoved that thing in so fucking high, man. It just, like, fuck, man. Like, I thought my eyeball's gonna pop. Like, it was that bad. So we're gonna choose a different airplane here. We're gonna go with Eurofighter. We're gonna choose the different liveries. We're gonna go with Spain. I know, man, especially in the big cities. That's the problem. Everyone's in a hurry. Everyone's agitated. That's why everyone's so angry. Because they're not happy. How could you be happy if you always gotta be on time? Be here on time. Do your taxes. Pay this. Pay that. Take your kids here. Take your kids there. Take your dogs there. Pay the landscapers. They didn't show up. Call them again. And the plumbing. Oh, there's a bunch of leak. Oh, the sprinklers are not working. Oh, well, what do we do? The property taxes went up. The AT&T jacked up the prices as well for the cell phone. The credit card companies are jacking up the fucking interest rates. The health insurance just went up. But just relax. Just calm down. Enjoy life. Come on. How do you expect American people to enjoy life if you put so much pressure onto them? We're not robots. We're human beings. If you put pressure, so much goddamn pressure onto people, you're going to break them. You're going to make them angry. That's not how it works. No one seems to... Everyone, all of these politicians, these career politicians, are so out of touch with reality. Out of touch with reality. They don't understand 300 million Americans. You career politicians don't understand everyday Joe, everyday Mary, everyday Trayvon, everyday Tanisha, everyday Jose, everyday Juan, everyday Maria, everyday Rosa. You don't understand us because you're out of touch with reality, and you're still debating. You are still freaking debating to give us a damn stimulus check for 10 months. 10 lousy months. You guys are still debating. Should we give them a $1,400? Oh, I don't know. I don't think they need it. No. So out of fucking touch with reality. Career politicians, Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Tired of fucking Pepsi and fucking Coca-Cola. They both fucking suck. They both suck. They both sleep in the same beds. They fuck each other in the same bed. And they go to the same fucking parties. They both fucking suck. Pepsi and Coca-Cola. They both fucking suck. They're both soda. Fucking soda. No one seems to give a shit about everyday Joe. Everyday person. Everyone's out of touch with fucking reality. totally out of touch. Might as well live in a fucking, I don't know, Mars or Moon, as far as I'm concerned. Or even Antarctica at this point. All right, don't get me started, guys. You know, see, if I get sucked into that politics, I'm gonna say something I'm gonna regret, you know, and I don't want to go there. But it pisses me off, man. People out there starving, they're dying, and it's like, oh, I don't know about the 1400. Sorry, guys. It's just, you know, it pisses me off. Maybe it's time for me to move to Canada. My passport is current. Move to Canada, man. Become a Canadian citizen. I'll talk to Cameron about that. How do I become a citizen? At least they got at least the health insurance is included. Don't have to worry about that shit. You just give them a proof that you are a Canadian citizen, and then it's taken care of. You pay the taxes. It's included with the taxes each year, right? It doesn't matter which province you live. Maybe it's time for me to move to Canada, man. Really, man. I'm like thinking about it. It's getting so goddamn ridiculous. Where are we going? Job Rodriguez? Where are we going? You said Canada. Montreal. I got you. Montreal. There it is, Montreal, right here. Montreal. The airport. Here we go. Perfecto. I'm really thinking about it, man. I'm really thinking about it. Maybe next year. 2020, that's my New Year resolution. Because, you know, I cannot just move. I got to take care of some things here. I got to settle some debt and whatnot and what I have here. You know, I got to take care of business here first before I can move there. You know, I wish, if I could, I would do it right now, dude. I would just get my ass on a fucking plane and that's it. Straight to Montreal or Toronto International. That's it. Done deal. Because it's just getting ridiculous here, man. Here we go. Typhoon. You in Chicago, right? Canada is not that far from you. If you're in Chicago, Illinois, man, you're like Canada is like it's right there, bro. Same thing if you're in Michigan or if you're in Buffalo, New York. If I was in Buffalo, I would visit Cameron like every other week. I would just get in my car and that's it. Drive to Toronto. I don't care. It takes 4 hours, whatever. I'll drive 4 hours. I'll be there. You know. Or I can just hop on the plane. You know, hop on the plane, be there like 20 minutes. It's not that far. I think it was like half an hour, right? 25 minutes, half an hour. If you take an airplane from Buffalo to Toronto, it's like half an hour. I think it's half an hour. Yeah, a lot of people, man, they're struggling here in America, man. People are moving. Even Sylvester Stallone is struggling. Can you believe that? He had to move in from California, from Los Angeles. He had to move up here to Florida. All right, here we go, Montreal. Oh, man. This is going to be good. There's already snow there. Oh, man. Montreal, here we go. You guys ready? How do you guys want to do this? Do you guys want to do it like this? Or do you guys want to do it like this? I'm gonna find the best way to do this. We'll do it like this. Here we go. It's ready. My only problem is the cold. Moving to Canada. But you know what? Fuck it. There's always a heater. Turn the heater on, you know. I don't know. It ain't perfect nowhere, but sometimes I guess you get, I don't, do we get used to it? I guess you can get used to it. I used to live upstate New York. I kind of got used to it, to the snow and everything. And that's what I like. See, that's the benefit about Canada. You don't have to worry about these things. You don't have to worry about any of that. It's all taken care of for you.
Foxtrot 2000 frequency change. Montreal approach Echo Foxtrot 2000 is
Wow, a lot of snow in Montreal, huh? Lots of snow.
Echo Foxtrot 2000 Montreal approach. Squawk 1715. Squawk 1715000. 000 radar contact 2 miles west of St. Hubert, 3,900 feet. Altimeter tree 0.36.
Wow, look at all that snow. Damn it.
Copy 000. Montreal approach Echo Foxtrot 2000. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Echo Foxtrot 2000 Montreal approach.
Nah, don't crash. Don't crash.
Cleared through Charlie airspace 000.
This is a Typhoon, a very tricky airplane to fly. Just so everybody knows. Oh, don't crash! No! Oh my God! Oh Lord! You just have to remember, this is very tricky, especially in these conditions. But let's go up in the sky. Let's go up in the sky. Let's do this, man. Let's climb up some altitude here. Oh look, there's an airplane over here. A big one. We're going through the clouds, guys. We're gonna climb out of this mess, this winter storm. We're gonna climb out of this winter storm into the blue skies. We're gonna get out of here into the blue skies. Just give me some time. We'll get there. Look at that. And this thing is fast. Uh-oh. Oh my god. No, don't crash. Don't crash. Whatever you do. Whatever you do, sir. Don't crash. This is dangerous, man. There we go. Yes, sir. That's it. That's better. Montreal, Pierre. There we go. Let's slow things down a bit. It took me a while to really learn how to operate this airplane. It was so tricky. Finally, I got it. And once you start flying this plane, you will understand why it's so tricky. Yes, it does have a live. It does. I can turn it on. It does have that multiplayer. You can see other people flying. It does have a multiplayer. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Maybe I should show you that. Maybe I should do that next. Show you that. Show you how many people there really are playing this.
Montreal approach. Echo Foxtrot 2000 2000 feet. Echo Foxtrot 2000 Montreal approach. Continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0.3.
I feel like we're doing a Top Gun or some shit.
000, you're leaving my airspace. Resume on navigation. Contact Montreal approach.
Ooh, a lot of wind here. A lot of wind. A lot of wind, bro. But we'll be okay.
125.15 for 000. Montreal approach. Echo Foxtrot 2000 3,800 feet. Echo Foxtrot 2000
Hold on.
Montreal approach. Continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0.36. Montreal approach. Echo Foxtrot.
Look at this, man. You don't even know how. You don't even know. It's so thick.
Charlie airspace.
The clouds are so thick. You're like, fuck, man.
Echo Foxtrot 2000 Montreal approach. Clear through the Charlie airspace.
Hold on.
Through Charlie airspace 000.
There we go. I'm gonna try to exit out of these clouds and go climb up higher altitude.
Contact Montreal Center on 132.85. Going to 132.85
Here we go. Oh, for sure.
Echo Foxtrot 2000 7,600.
Come on, keep climbing. Climb, climb. Let's go. Exit out of these clouds. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Come on, Mr. 4K. Let's go. You got this, bro. Got this. Come on. Woo! Woo-hoo! Oh, God. Oh! Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Finally got it. It took a little while to climb up to a higher altitude, but we finally got it. And this plane, this Typhoon, it's fast, but it's very tricky. Let me tell you, it's a very tricky airplane. It's very difficult to fly this thing. Oh, we can go higher. We can go higher. But I want to do it like this. I want to enjoy. I want to enjoy this whole thing like this. It's better. Hold on. We don't need this. Turn this off. Communication and all that crap. You guys like this? Look at this. It's almost like we're like in tropics. The weather down there is shitty, but up here it's nice. Now we're at the altitude where was it 42,000 for or 46,000 altitude for Everest, Mount Everest. I think we're above Mount Everest altitude. I think 48,000. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate it.
Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors. Visual runway 24 approach.
We're gonna go higher and higher. Higher and higher. Everything's good. We're good. Thank you. I mean, we can zoom in. I can zoom in a little bit more if you guys want me to. Like, I can like give you some, you know, better views. And it's like a GoPro camera. It's like having a GoPro camera here. These are the ultra clouds. Everything here is set to the ultra settings. Like everything that you see here, it's set to the ultra. And if you look up here, you can clearly like some of them you can see the stars. Like there's a star over here. You see it? See? Like you can see stars and whatnot. If you look like Orion's belt, when you get like very close, like right here, there's some more stars. See? Like you can see the stars. There they are, the constellations and everything. Clearly you can see it. What's up, Randall? Welcome back, man. I think I'm getting sick, bro. It wasn't a bug. It was, here's what happened. And thank you, Cameron. There was no instructions. You know, for example, on Eagles Dynamic, right? Eagles Dynamics, they work on Lockheed Martin and other airplanes, and they have a tutorial. 1 hour and a half. They have a tutorial to show you how to cold start an airplane, to go through a checklist, how to do everything, all of the above. All the details are communication, radio, weapon system, radar system, your viz, everything. They have a tutorial. They explain everything. They even have YouTube videos. This Typhoon Eurofighter jet didn't come with any instructions. So I had to ask my friends who are pilots through Facebook, and they said, well, it's reversed. Like these flaps right here, the front on the Typhoon, they're reversed. So if you want to go down, let's say you want to go down and descent, you can't pull that joystick down. You can't pull it down, because if you pull it down, that yoke, then the flaps go up, and then you go up. So when you pull down, you go up. in order for you to it's weird. If you want to go up, you have to pull down. If you want to go down, you have to pull up. Like this. This right here, it's very tricky. And this was the part. These flaps is what was making me stall. That's why I was stalling. Okay, this was the issue. They're reversed. That's the way this airplane is designed. Let me give you a better, like, so you understand what I'm talking about. See, now it's stalling. As soon as I start pulling it down like that, with a high speed, it's going to start stalling. Because it's reversed. The flaps are reversed. And they act differently. But how do you avoid a stall? You have to decrease the speed. And then slowly, gradually, you gotta come down. See? You gotta come down slowly. See that? Slowly. Slowly, you gotta do it. And you gotta decrease the speed. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna continue on. It is similar to F-16, but F-16, in my opinion, is far better. 100% better, more reliable. So that was the whole point, you know. Well, exactly, Randall. How would anyone know that unless you know, unless you happen to be a pilot, unless you know, that's like the only way. But I'm not a pilot. I have friends who are pilots, and they tell me, hey, you know, you're doing it wrong, dude. You can't move up. That's why the brake is coming up, because you're stalling. You're pushing the plane down. That's why the brake came out. That speed brake constantly keep coming out because you're pushing the plane down with the flaps. And the plane's like, hey, we're not going up vertically, we're going down. Nose down. You know what I was doing? I was scraping a nose down. I was not going up. But I didn't know that. And then what happened is, you know, everybody came in and with being a smarty pants, and people start mocking me, making fun of me, saying, hey, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. And I was just trying to figure it out, man. I was just genuinely, I was trying to figure this out, you know. But now I know. Now I know. But how do you go down? How do you descend gradually? You have to slow down the speed to come down gradually. You have to decrease the speed, and you got to do it slowly. You got to do it slowly. I learned that as well. I learned that as well. It's tricky. You have to slow down the speed so you don't stall. But if I had a tutorial like Aerodynamics does, I would know about this stuff. I wouldn't have to worry about this stuff. I would know about it. But I had no tutorial. No one told me anything. So how was I supposed to know? Right, Randall? How was I supposed to know? How? How is Mr. 4K supposed to know that? Exactly. Thank you. And I was agitated. I mean, it shows in the video. I really was, guys. I'm not saying that I wasn't. I was agitated. But I just couldn't believe that so many people came in laughing their ass off and mocking me, and like, hey, dude, I'm genuinely trying to get this plane to work. You know, I mean, I don't understand why some people have that. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're fine. A little bit of a collision, man. I had my gears on. I had my gears on. It was all good. I just touched. It's a good thing I turned my wheels on. I knew it because I knew I was gonna hit. So I had my wheels on, so it's all good. I need to slow down the speed, man. Really, I need to slow down the speed. I'm going way too fast. And the company that removed my live stream yesterday was not Microsoft. It had nothing to do with Microsoft. It was Studio 71. It was a company that it's making bogus copyright claims on random YouTubers, YouTubers they don't like or whatever, and that's what they did. They had nothing there to saying, I'm having a problem, I want a refund with this plane, and then they removed the video. But anyway, I disputed it. I threatened them with the FBI. I said, hey guys, I can take this to federal court, and I'm gonna do it. And they were like, okay, it's not worth it. If this guy is smart enough, to know who we are and how fraudulent we are and where we are in Europe, maybe we shouldn't fuck with this guy. And guess what they did? They reinstated my video. The video is still up. You guys can go check it out. Here, I'll give you the here. It's right here. All of this happened within 12 hours. Can you believe it? All of this shit has happened within 12 hours. Unbelievable what can transpire within 12 hours. And here's the video. Let me show it to you. I would take it to the courts, but it's just too much money. Jonathan, it's too much money, too much resources. I mean, it's expensive. You know, it's not worth it. They returned my video. Fine. Listen, I exposed them. The video is out there. Others are exposing them. I think they're being exposed already. So more and more people know about them. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to change the name from Studio 71 to something else. It's just expensive, dude, to take somebody to a court, especially if you're going to go to federal court. Oh, dude, I'm going to go. I'll have to file for bankruptcy. It's super expensive. And then you hope that the federal judge will look at the case. I mean, you can talk to the FBI. You can go to federal bureau. You can, present the case, whatever, the evidence. But then, is the federal judge going to look at it? He might say, I'm not interested in this. Next case, dismissed. So it's just too much. It's a waste of money and a waste of resources, unless you have no choice. You know what I mean? The best we can do is expose. I want to say a couple of things. We'll continue this, but I want to say a couple of things really quick. I just want to say a couple of things here. I have paused this on purpose like this. The reason I talk about scalpers, and the reason I tell people not to buy consoles from these scalpers, it's because it's the best solution to stop this. How do you stop scumbags from making money? You don't buy it from them. It's really that simple. I wish that everybody could be on the same page and would stop purchasing these consoles from these scumbags. And I guarantee you, if everyone was on the same page, if everyone would stop buying consoles from these scumbags, you will see more and more consoles available. How do you stop somebody? You hurt them where it hurts them the most. And what am I talking about? Their money, financial. It's the best way to do it. You hurt them in their pockets, in their bank accounts, their money. They need to sell these consoles. They're sitting in their warehouse that they have scalpered. They need to sell them. If they're sitting there and they're not selling them, well, guess what? They're not profiting anything. So the best thing we can do to stop this whole damn mess of scalpers that have crippled the consumers, stop buying from, I don't care if it's $700. I don't care. But it's only $700. I don't care. I don't care. Don't, even if it's extra $100, don't do it. Don't do it. Because when you do it, you are creating a brave new world of this nonsense. You are saying it's okay. From now on, I'm gonna pay 1,000% of every price of a product, of every original price of the product. I will pay a 1,000%. Think about that. You're willing to live in a world. No, really, think about that. You are willing to live in a world to pay 1,000% on top of the original price. I don't want to live in that world. You shouldn't either want to live in that world. I don't care how badly you want that console. I don't care how badly you want that graphics card. Drop some of your needs. Drop some of your needs. Stop buying from these scumbags. It's that simple. It's really that simple. And you'll see how quickly things will turn around. You know. So same thing with like a company like Studio 71. A bogus fake company. I'm sure they're gonna come up with a different name. Higgity jiggy, whatever. Put in a fill in the blank, right? They're gonna come up with a different name. How do you deal with them? You hit them with the knowledge, and you let them know that you know, and you expose them. And you expose them. That's it. Expose them, and that's it. Their cover's blown. So same thing here with these scalpers. Don't buy it. Dude, this is so simple. This is so simple. Don't buy. If we all could hold hands, sing Kumbaya, be on the same page, and not buy it from these scumbags, I guarantee you, by the end of March, everyone will have PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X in their hands just in time for Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil 8 Village. And I don't know why. What is it that people have to do this? Why can't you wait? Why can't you be patient? What is it? I know it's your money. Do what you want with your money. But just remember, you're part of the problem. You are creating this problem. You are supporting these scumbags. You are their donor. You're supporting them. You should hold their flags. Proud to be a scalper, proud to be a scalper's fan. I know, proud supporter of scalpers. Put a bumper sticker on your fucking car. In the back of your car. Says, I'm a proud supporter and donor of scalper bots. Might as well do that. Might as well do that. I'm a proud supporter and a donor of scalper bots. Just do that and just be honest about it, and that's that. But don't give me this bullshit. Oh, I don't care. It's my money. I know it's your money. Do whatever you want with your money. Wipe your ass with it. But remember, this is different. You got to make a choice. Do you care about the gamers? Do you care about the consumers? Or do you only care about yourself? You got to make a choice. Which is it? You can't be both. You can't be both at the same time. You got to make a choice. Which one are you? Are you the selfish prick who's willing to pay 1,000% on top of the original price to have that console? Or are you somebody who is not a selfish prick and truly lives by principles and cares? You gotta have to make that choice. And that's the way I feel about that, honestly. And I had this conversation with Cameron. I had this conversation with all of you guys. And the only way to stop this, and met you, Fritz. I spoke to JD, my brother, Jew Daddy. I spoke to him, and he says, yeah, the only way to stop this, even Anthony Clayton agrees with me. Everyone pretty much agrees with me. Says the only way to stop this is to stop buying from them. Review Tech USA tells you, Metal Jesus tells you, Metal Jesus Rocks tells you, Angry Joe tells you, everyone tells you, 8-Bit Eric tells you, I don't know who else doesn't tell you. Everyone tells you, do not buy it from scalpers. Do not buy it from them. It's really that simple. And what's the sad part? People are doing the opposite. 70,000 since November. 70,000 consoles have been sold from scalpers. That's a big number, man. 70,000. That's a lot of PlayStation 5s that have been sold, along with the Xbox Series X's. And I don't know why people want to do that, man.
Montreal Center, continue as planned. Altimeter tree, 0.38.
It is. Now, we can say, blame Sony and Microsoft. Yeah, I mean, sure, Sony should do something about it. And the fact that they're not doing anything about it tells you everything you need to know. They might be in a collusion with these guys. I think they love this. And then retailers love this as well. I mean, why wouldn't they love it? Because they're making money off of it. This is a money machine. This is a recipe for money. Make quick money. And they're going to squeeze every ounce of this situation. Mark my words. They're going to squeeze every damn ounce of this situation. Because they want to make that money and take the advantage of it. But when they go to an E3 show, they want to tell us how much Sony cares, how much Microsoft cares, how much Phil Spencer cares, how much PlayStation cares about us as gamers. You know, they have the nerve, like they're like career politicians. They're just repeating the same shit over and over again. They want to tell you how much they give a shit, right? How much they care. Yeah, we have seen how much you care, Sony. You have proven to us since September how much you care. Microsoft, Phil Spencer, you also proven to us how much you care since September. You know, I don't know if this is good for their reputation. I don't know. Do they care about their reputation? I don't think they do. Because they know that people are, at the end of the day, people don't care. I'm not saying everybody, but a good number of people out there, they're selfish and like, hey man, as long as I can get it, I don't care. As long as I can have it, I don't care. You know, that's that. You have that, you know. So I don't know, the whole situation, it's the whole situation, it's really caca. Everything's just so
contact Burlington approach on 126 decimal tree.
Going to 126 decimal tree 000. Burlington approach Echo Foxtrot 20.
it's surreal. it's really it's almost like some bad dream, dude. Like you can't wake up from. Like how does this even? How do we get here? Like to this point that people have become, that the companies have become like this. Like they're not even hiding it, man. They're not even hiding it. They're just like flat out letting you know we don't care. They're just flat out telling you we don't care. Think about that. We get to the point where companies are flat out just letting you know we don't give a shit. Like flat out just like telling you we don't give a shit.
Going to 121.1000.
And that's another thing. When you buy a console from these scumbags, not only are you paying 1,000% of what the original price is, but at the same time, you don't know what kind of condition that PlayStation 5 is going to be. Is it in a good condition? Is it a bad condition? It's just too much of uncertainty and unknown, and people are willing to take that risk. It's beyond me, man. Well, my friend Cameron, he never had a problem. He bought it. He got lucky. He bought it from EB Games. And in November, he never had any issues. None that I know of. But I heard about some people. They got a lemon. You know, it always happens, I guess. Some people get a lemon. Some people get a good one. Some people get a bad one, I guess. But I don't know. Have they resolved that issue? I think by now probably they will. Probably they did. I'm just guessing, I guess. Well, that's the thing, Cameron. They're allowing these scripted bots, and there's no enforcement in place to stop these scripted bots. And as long as there's no enforcement, these guys will continue to do what they do and make their money. So who do we blame? Well, retailers and the brand of that product, right? Who else can you blame? The retailers and the brand of that product, the trademark of that product. You guys like this, huh? You guys are enjoying this. I think we're gonna fly out throughout the entire Quebec. I think we're almost there. Yeah, all of the above. Of course. Selfish people who buy, who support from these scumbags, retailers, and of course, the brand companies who sell the product, who create the product. So it's all of the above, basically, Jonathan. Yes, all of the above. But is that going to change? Why, I think not. No, it's not going to change. I don't think that's ever going to change. You know, technology changes. One thing I know about people, call me an old timer, call me whatever. One thing I know about people, and I met all kinds of people in my life, my 41 years. I've been in Europe, all over Europe, North America, you name it. One thing I have learned about people is majority don't change. Sure, there's a handful of individuals who do change and they try to change, but majority of people don't change. Only technology changes. You know, the buildings changes, technology changes, but people don't change. There's still the same old selfishness. As long as I got it, I don't care. As long as I'm happy in this house, I don't care about other people. I don't care. Let them freeze. I don't give a shit if it's minus 30 degrees outside. Not my problem. Not my problem. Not my problem.
Montreal approach.
You heard that shit before, huh? Not my problem.
1100.
And people don't change. I know this. I know better. You know. Now I can believe in some kumbaya, holding hands and singing kumbaya. We're on the same page, kind of bullshit. If to help me sleep at night or whatever. But we all know that's bullshit. This doesn't mean that there aren't good people. Sure, there's good people, but we're talking majority out there really doesn't care. Majority out there is just looking out for themselves. How do I survive? As long as I'm happy, as long as I got my millions of dollars and I got my big villa and my yacht and my hose and the different area codes, that's all I care. You know, and sometimes that's also not a good thing. And I think we have seen that. That's not a good thing. You know. I mean, I can dive into this philosophy deep down, but I'm not gonna go there. You know, everybody knows. I mean,
000 contact. Burlington approach on 126 decimal tree. 126 decimal tree. 000. Burlington approach Echo Foxtrot 2000 700 feet.
Echo Foxtrot 2000 Burlington approach. Continue as planned.
I don't even know if it's legal for me to do this. In real life, I don't think I would be allowed to do it. I would need some kind of special permission from the Quebec government or the Montreal and the Montreal Air Force or whatever to like to do this shit, to fly this low and to do these maneuvers, right?
Burlington approach Echo Foxtrot.
Oh, Burlington.
2000. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Echo Foxtrot.
Let's do some cloud shaving. Have you guys ever heard about that? Cloud shaving? This.
Cleared to
Cloud
Charlie
shaving.
airspace 000.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Here we go. This is really tough to do, but I'm gonna try. I'll attempt it. I'll attempt. Cloud shaving. Or no, cloud edging, not shaving. Cloud edging. It's edging. It's called the cloud edging, not shaving. Cloud edging. We're edging the clouds. Hold on. This is very difficult, man. Come on. Come on, come on. You have to time it correctly to edge the clouds at the top. I don't know if I'm going to be successful, but I'm going to try it.
000, you're leaving my airspace. Resume on navigation.
Come on, come on, come on.
Center on 126
Come on.
decimal tree 5.
Nah. There you go.
120 decimal tree 5000. Boston Center Echo Foxtrot 2000 4000 feet.
Echo Foxtrot 2000
There you go.
Boston Center, continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0 decimal tree 4. contact Burlington approach on 126 decimal tree.
126 decimal tree, 000.
Let's fly up out there a little bit in the sky.
Foxtrot, 2000,
Above the clouds.
Echo Foxtrot 2000 Burlington approach, continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0
There we go.
36.
Go a little bit above the clouds.
000 contact Boston Center on 120 decimal tree 5.
120 decimal tree, 5000. Boston Center, Echo Foxtrot,
Thank you.
7,900 feet.
Echo Foxtrot 2000 Boston Center, continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0 decimal tree 4.
But I gotta tell you, this airplane, it really takes a lot of
000 contact
effort to get it right, to get used to it. I think you guys will have a difficult time at first trying to get this airplane to be as smooth as... It took me a while to get this right. Believe me, it took me a while to get it right, to get the whole reverse flapping properly accustomed. I had to get accustomed with this to get it properly aligned. And now I am getting a good feel of this airplane and how to properly do this.
Decimal tree, 5000. Boston Center, Echo Foxtrot, 2000, 8,600 feet.
Echo Foxtrot 2000 Boston Center, continue as planned.
And you can see down there,
Altimeter tree 0 decimal 000 contact Burlington approach on 126 decimal tree.
there's Montreal. And we can still go down under the cloud.
Burlington approach, Echo Foxtrot.
Oh, you guys are gonna feel it. You guys are gonna feel it now. You're definitely gonna feel it now.
Foxtrot 2000 Burlington approach, continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0 decimal tree.
Oh, you're gonna feel it now for sure. Here we go. Check this out. Very low altitude now. Very low altitude. Here we go. You might feel sick. You guys might feel sick a little bit. Especially like this. Going like this.
000 contact Boston Center on 120 decimal tree 5.
120 decimal tree, 5 for 000.
Vertically. No, actually upside down. Upside down. Here we go.
Echo Foxtrot, 2000, 4,800 feet.
Echo Foxtrot 2000 Boston Center, continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0 decimal tree 4. 000 contact Burlington approach on 126 decimal tree.
Oh, they do. I heard. That's right.
Decimal tree, 000.
Well, sometimes you can't help it but puke. I mean, I think it's hard. It's hard, man, not to puke.
Foxtrot 200 Burlington approach, continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0 decimal tree 6. 000
I can see why. Oh, look, there's a small little island over there. What is that?
121 decimal 1 for 000. Burlington approach Echo Foxtrot 200.
That's the landing for the airport.
Echo Foxtrot
Northern Lights Airport.
0 Burlington approach, continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0 decimal tree 7. 000 contact Burlington approach on 126.
Which I will attempt and fail to land.
Decimal tree 000. Burlington approach Echo Foxtrot 2000 1,200 feet.
Echo Foxtrot 200 Burlington approach, continue as planned.
And I will fail.
0.37.
I will fail here. Or maybe I won't. Let's see how good I am. Let's see how terrible I am. It's a small little airplane, small little spot here. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Come on. Come on, dude. Oh! 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 Forget it. Hey, look, we survived. Oh my God. We survived. Alright. That's it. We're done. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. But see, I didn't align it properly. You have to align it properly. You gotta take your time. You have to go through those markers, and you have to slowly decrease the speed. But let's be honest, that airfield was not designed for this type of a plane. It was really for small little Cessnas, stuff like that. Let's go to I have a perfect spot for you guys. I know where we're gonna go. This is perfect, dude. This place right here. I'll show you in a minute. Man, you guys gonna love this. I'm telling you, you guys gonna love this. I already know. This is my favorite, dude. Page Airport. Right here in Utah. Page Airport in Utah, right here. With the next to Grand Canyon. Next to the Grand Canyon. We'll use some live players so we can play with the other players. Old players. Hold on. Do a custom weather, scattered clouds. We'll do it like at and all players will be visible regardless of their settings unless they have set multiplayer to group only. Okay. This will be great. Trust me. Oh, you guys gonna love this. And that's it. This will be great. Believe me. Let's go. And we're gonna go all the way up here to our rival right there. From here to there to check the canyon. Oh yeah, Grand Canyon. Oh dude, it's gonna look so good. It's gonna feel like some kind of like a Top Gun shit, like Top Gun Maverick. But I gotta show you the F-16 Falcon. You gotta see that thing, man. F-16 Falcon from DCS. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I want to show you the F-16, man. That thing, starting it cold, going through the checklist, and then flying. Dude, that thing, it's so good. And also it has a virtual reality. You know, both of these games, Microsoft Flight Simulator and DCS, both Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and DCS are really amazing in virtual reality, especially if you have a HP Reverb headset, which is sold out, by the way. Well, let's see. Is it sold out? Let's go check it out. I'll let you know right now. I'll let you know if it's sold out or not. I'm gonna check it right now. Where is it? Yeah, it looks like it's sold out. I'll let you know in a second. Reverb. I'll let you know. Ooh, sold out. Let's see. Actually, it's available, guys. It's available. So if you guys want to jump into it, this is it. This is your chance. It's available, actually. Ships by February 16th, 2021. So you're going to get it by, let me see, next week. I think you guys should try it. It's $600 plus tax, $648, something like that. Here in America, United States of America, it's taxes. I mean, taxes are different, I guess, in Canada and Europe, obviously, and Australia, I can only imagine. So it's 648 U.S. American dollars with tax combined together. So go to the HP store. It's available right now, and it ships by February 16th, and you'll probably get it by February 18th if you choose 2-day shipping. So you can get it by the 18th of next week. So I think you guys should try HP Reverb. But please do keep one thing in mind. HP Reverb, it's very demanding on your GPU and CPU. You're going to need some powerful GPU and a CPU. Just keep that in mind. It's very demanding. So I just want people to be aware of that. So here we go. This should be a lot of fun, because it has 3840 by 2160 per eye. It's the highest resolution. It's a 4K resolution per eye. So you're getting the best possible detail. No screen door effect, none of that stuff. It's as clear as it can be. And to play a game like this, you can only imagine, right? To experience a game like this with a HP Reverb for DCS and Flight Simulator and even iRacing, you're going to have an amazing experience. Even Assetto Corsa Competizione, you're going to have a great deal of experience. But for this game and for the DCS and iRacing, having that very sharp detail on the VR from HP Reverb, you're gonna benefit big time. But remember, you have to have a powerful PC. You can't use some half-baked laptop. Then you're just wasting money. So I don't want people getting the wrong idea. This headset requires a very powerful PC to render that resolution per each eye. Okay, so anyway, just kind of want to point that out before you cash out $648, right? I don't work for HP or anything like that. I'm just letting you know what I have researched. I haven't tried it, but no one has said anything bad about the VR headset from HP Reverb G2. Everyone seemed to enjoy it. No one complained about it, that it's terrible. First thing they said was the resolution. And if you are in the market for the highest resolution VR headset, this is it. This is the most affordable. Forget the Pimax. Pimax is too expensive. It is too big. It's just, I just forget the Pimax. You know. All right, let's go, guys. Here we go. Nathan James, he wants to fly with me. He wants to do this together. We're playing a multiplayer. Come on. Jake? Jake? What are you doing, Jake? Woo! Woo! The Great Balls of Fire. So you see other people out there flying, you know. I don't have a microphone with me right now attached to the PC to talk to them, but this should be very good. We're gonna go a little bit lower so we can enjoy the Grand Canyon. Oh, it goes out super fast. Grand Canyon, there it is. Hold on. You gotta be careful here. It's a Grand Canyon. I'm already getting sick. Imagine how sick I would be if I was on a virtual reality. The Azure data, it's having a difficult time rendering how fast this fucking thing is going. Can you believe that? Like the Azure, it's having a difficult time. The satellite from my internet, satellite from the Azure, it's having a difficult time rendering this, how fast this fucking thing is going. 250 knots. Let me slow down a little bit. Let me slow down. Slow down, slow down. I think it's too fast. Slow down. You bastard. This fucking thing. It's like a rocket. Oh my god. Slow the hell down. Oh Lord. Oh boy. Jesus, what have I done? Now, don't crash now. Don't be a crasher. Connection lost, dude. My internet couldn't keep up with all the data, how fast this thing is going. I totally have to slow it down, dude. Oh my god. Oh yeah, the fastest plane, yes. Currently right now. Obviously F-22 Lightning would have just... I think F-16 would have gone a little bit faster. Especially F-18. F-18 definitely would have gone. Come on, Microsoft, bring the F-16, F-18. We need that. You know, people want the jet fighters. We all love Cessnas, don't get me wrong. We like commercials, commercial planes, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. Everybody wants a jet fighter. All right, I'm slowing down a little bit. Slowing down. Dude, my internet cannot keep up. There's too much stuff going on. Because this is being rendered by Azure. And I need to slow down. Because if I don't slow down, I might as well crash. Look how fast I have advanced, man. From this Grand Canyon. I'm almost halfway through Utah. Through Utah State. Hold on. There we go. Let's go over there. Let me try and go really fast right now. Let's see what happens. Oh boy. Check this out. It's even worse. That's because you have a multiplayer. We got other people on there. I think that's what's clogging it up even more. It's crazy, right? Let me see if hold on a second. Let me do this. Let me where's the weather? Nah, you gotta do that from we have to do that from the beginning. I cannot do it now. I don't think we should have used the multiplayer. That's why we're slowing down. Because we have too many people. There's a Grand Canyon right there. I think I understand why they filmed Planet of the Apes in Utah. It's really a perfect place. Perfect location for that movie. I'm talking about the original Planet of the Apes, you know. Yeah, man, it's like... Yeah, the Azure cannot handle it. It's too fast. No, it cannot. Cannot. We have to slow down, dude. We really got to slow down. We have to slow down. I know. Hey, what's up, Desperado? Welcome back, man. Yeah, they tried to bring me down, but I striked back. Came back glorious. The whole thing yesterday was stupid. You know, I mean, like, I was genuinely trying to figure out how to get the plane to work, and everybody out there was laughing, and I was like, come on, I'm trying to figure this out, trying to get this plane to work, and you know. Well, watch the video. Watch the video. The video is back. Desperado, now you can watch it. You can see it for yourself. You can see it for yourself. See, the connection is gone. Nah, cannot do it. See, tap, boom, boom. Well, that's okay. I was about to finish anyway. I did it for 3 hours. I wasn't thinking I was gonna do it 3 hours today, but hey, I showed you the Typhoon. I showed you how to navigate, how to run it. I showed you the MB399, which is something that the Air Force uses for cadets. It's the entry-level testing, learning airplane for the Air Force cadets. And we talked about a bunch of other things, you know. It's just a shame that Desperado, he always comes in at the last minute, you know. But don't worry, you can watch it from the beginning. I would highly recommend that you watch it from beginning, this stream, Desperado. There's a lot of stuff I covered here, a lot of stuff I talked about in the beginning. It's been 3 hours. You should definitely check it out. Get some coffee, get some whatever, drinks, food, kick back, relax, and watch it for 3 hours. It was good. We had fun. Tomorrow we can do maybe some, you know, Family Feud on a hard setting difficulties, or maybe F-16. I don't know, DCS, F-16. I'll make a decision. I'll figure out. Possibly maybe F-16, DCS, or Family Feud on the hard settings. We could try that. But one of the other, I'll let you guys know. You will know. I will let you know. Trust me. All right. Thank you, Mamba. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, Desperado. And thank you, Brandon. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Lord Gaming, Brandon, thank you. And I'll keep your mothers in my prayers. All of us here are keeping your mother in our prayers. Hopefully she has a successful and speedy recovery, surgery. I'm sure she will. Just stay positive, stay strong. I'm sure she'll be okay. And just keep punching, guys. Keep pushing through. That's it. I mean, what else can we do? Take care. And thank you. Thank you, Brandon. I really appreciate that. I really do. Thank you so much. Thank you. And all of you who support me, I appreciate you as well. Those of you who don't support me, well, I don't know why you're here, you know. But anyway, thank you. Cheers. See you tomorrow. It's going to be either F-16, DCS, or hard difficulty, Family Feud, or maybe even FIFA. So there's 3 different possibilities tomorrow we might have. But keep an eye. Thank you, Cameron. As always, a pleasure. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks.